because of this whole Apex Legends thing. Um, Now, as you guys might not know, I am a Fortnite enthusiast. Right, Mike?
That's
Would you say
putting it
that?
lightly.
Was that put
That's
it
putting it
lightly?
lightly. That's putting it.
Um,
This man, he sleeps in Fortnite draws,
that is true.
pajamas, onesies.
I got llama pillows.
If you talk bad about Fortnite, you got a problem.
It's a true story.
And I mean, I've seen some kids and people go ape shit over Fortnite, but this
Yeah.
cat takes it to a whole new level.
Now, Mike, the thing we're gonna get into here is with Apex Legends. Now, you downloaded this game.
Yes, I
Um,
did.
it was a free game, much like Fortnite. So those two are comparable in the two. They're also both BR games, which is short for Battle Royale games, where everybody drops into a certain map. The map shrinks. Last one wins. Um, I'm very upset at this game right now.
Why?
Ve- uh,
What's going on? What's
I,
the
I,
What's the problem, bro?
I feel like EA Sports, whose game this is, has paid these top guys like Ninja, Courage Rage, you got Dr. Lupo, all of those guys out there to play this game. All of a sudden, they just drop Fortnite. They go play, hashtag Apex partner, Apex partner. I don't give a fuck about your Apex partnership. You got
Yeah.
paid to do it. Now everyone's like they say they got 10 million people registered within the first 24 hours. The game's everyone's playing it now. It's like the new rage, and I just can't stand it. It's just if you're not good at Fortnite, that's why you go there. If you can't build, that's why
What?
you go there. It's a combination.
Come
Call of
on,
Duty,
man.
Destiny. It's called
Oh,
combination.
come on. Now the question is, the $1 million question in here is, have you played it yet?
I have played one map.
One map,
One map.
one map, y'all. He's played one,
One map. And
and you are ready to flush this game down the toilet.
yeah,
Now,
it's
now, just okay. Let's just say it. Let's just be plain about this.
mhm.
EA has been in trouble with gamers for a while, except for their sports titles. And
Yes.
even with that, I mean, you really only got soccer and Madden that most people care about because uh, their NBA Live nobody really plays.
Right.
Uh, what is the
They've
other
been
one? They
struggling. They've been struggling
they've been
with their
struggling
games. Is
with
trying to keep up. I
hockey
mean, Madden is their
and
big game.
everything
It's their
else.
sports games. But as far as a shooting game, EA Sports, I guess, Medal of
Well,
Honor, that was EA Sports, but they
well,
haven't.
Metal Battlefield.
And
Uh,
Battlefield's good. I give Battlefield 5. I'd give it out of our 10 scale. 10 being now. Now, Mike, when we go to rate games on this show, are you? We're gonna go on a 1 to 10 scale. Let's just say, what is your top game? Like when you say something's a 10, what game do you think of in your mind? Like when it comes to a
hmm,
10, is there a perfect game?
I don't think it's a perfect game out there. I think
When
it's
we're,
starting
when
to
we're
grow.
comparing things, what are we comparing them to? Like, what's the game we're comparing games to? You know what I'm saying?
Do we go back to the original with 007, or do we
I mean, if you're
are
going
we
back to
just
shooters, I mean that's kind
oh,
of
so we just gonna go overall straight up game,
yeah, yeah,
all time game.
yeah.
Mm,
For me, Halo's got to be up there. Like I'm basing
Halo.
stuff on Halo. The first Halo's up there for me. Um, as far as shooters go, also, I mean, the Call of Duty series is top notch as well. That might be one of the best series
Well,
ever made.
did it fall off a little bit? Did
Well, they had that one where you went with fucking jetpacks and walking on walls. I don't know the fuck they went like
so,
that. Everybody went
so,
on crack and started running on walls and flying. I was like, I can't keep up with these little shits. I can't keep. It
so,
is
so,
just too
so you're
fast.
saying when they went to Titanfall, that's when they lost you?
Titanfall, I bought that game, played it once, never played it again. I've done that with a couple
You
games.
are a liar.
No, I have that game. It's on my Xbox. It's on my
You
Xbox.
played it once and didn't
Maybe
play
more
it
than
again.
once. I exaggerate. Well, maybe like a few times, but I can't stand the shooting, the dropping. I can't.
A lot.
I
You
can't
know
do
what?
it.
With me with that game, I actually really enjoyed that game for a minute. It After a while, I got tired of it because it was just the same old thing. It took them way too long to drop in new maps and
Yep,
other little gadgets and gadgets to where it would be enjoyable to keep playing that game
I
like that.
agree.
It just never. after a minute, I was like, okay, I'm good. I'm good. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go back up here and play, you know, Star Wars Battlefront and stuff like that. And that's basically what I did. Because when Titanfall 2 dropped, I didn't get that junk a second thought. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. I'm sorry, y'all. I've been distracted.
Uh oh.
Redneck fishing.
But
JR,
we have a phone
yo,
call already on the line.
he, yo, he's in the chat.
Oh,
He
what's
said,
JR? What
"What's
up,
up?"
Josh? You suck at Madden and Call of Duty games? Oh, bro, he's already bringing fire in the chat room already.
Already, man.
Dude, you know what,
We
JR?
just started.
JR, I think you quit. You quit basically playing Fortnite because you just weren't that good at it. You just couldn't build. Your brain couldn't comprehend shooting and building at the same time, JR.
Wow,
Mike, I think if
wow,
the listeners and the fans are going to come after me, I think I have the right to shoot back at them, especially if I know their
wow.
gameplay. Now, I will give Jr. a Call of Duty. The dude's a
Okay.
savage. Dude's a savage. But
Well, he's
Mike, we've
modded.
questioned his
He's
mods.
modded.
Yeah, we've.
He's modded. He's modded. He's modded. We all know JR is modded. There's
Mm-hmm.
no question. That's my dog, but we all know he's modded.
Right?
It's no way you run around maps like that and get kills like that with the pistol.
Yeah.
It just don't happen.
It just don't happen. But dude's a savage. Dude's a savage. I'll give it to you, Jr. But welcome, man. I appreciate you watching up right now. Mike, back to as you see at the bottom right of the screen right there. Battle Royale, we've got Fortnite versus Apex Legends here. Now, this game, Mike, you've played a little more than me. Give me your thoughts on this game. As it continues to grow in popularity, man, I think it's going to die out in about a month after these paid promotions by these big
Nah,
gamers happen. Or is this
nah.
thing going to stick around? Because, Mike, how many Battle Royale games can we have? We've got Blackout. We've got Apex. We've got Fortnite. We've got Battlefield. We've got a bunch of Battle Royale games. I don't know if Battlefield is Battle Royale, but it's still a shooting game. How many can we have?
But it's gonna be endless because we got this coming. Okay. Let's go down the list.
Mm-hmm.
We got Fortnite. We got Call of Duty,
PUBG.
PUBG, which is that's a whole nother conversation to have right there.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, what did I say? Call of Duty, Fortnite, PUBG,
Yeah. Apex now.
Apex
Mm-hmm.
now, and then you about to have the Anthem at the close to the end of the month.
Yeah. Is Anthem gonna be a BR game?
I believe so. I believe it is.
Someone, if
I have
someone
to.
knows that or not, check on that for us.
If somebody knows, please put it in the chat
Yeah.
because I believe so. I mean, the way it's looking, you're basically playing Iron Man.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Pretty
you're
much.
playing as Iron Man,
Now, Mike, Apex
basically.
seems to me like it's a combo of Call of Duty and Destiny thrown together. That's my initial. If I'm going to compare it to games for someone that hasn't played, I think it's the Destiny shooting, the arcade-ish kind of shooting with the quick pacedness of Call of Duty, and I think the maps in it are a little too big as well.
Well, the maps are huge, but but the game just came out, so I'm going to give it, like you say, that month. I honestly believe that it's still going to have the hype that it has right now within that month. I probably by the summertime, it may have died down. It's according to how the Anthem does when they come out. Um, Call of Duty, Fortnite. Now, you want to talk about somebody whose Steam, I think, is about to about to slow down, whose train is about to slow
Yeah.
down. I think Fortnite's train is about to slow down.
Nah, what I think. Do you think people are saying that? But don't you think that it's like the cool thing to do now is to hate Fortnite? Because this
No,
game is out, like, is that the cool thing to do now? Like, oh, it's over. Like, is that like, because everyone likes to,
well,
how Mike, how America is. When someone's up, we love to kick them when they're down. And right now,
I
Fortnite was
mean,
up.
it's true. Fortnite is still one of the most played games in the world right now.
Yeah,
But in the end result, how much more? I mean, they could take it anywhere. Fortnite could literally probably go ahead and make that thing 2 times bigger and stick some more stuff in there and just wreck the game. But for the way I'm seeing it, I'm believing that Fortnite's train is full steam ahead, but it's about to slow down some.
Do you think that's because it was so overplayed, because it was so promoted more than any other game? I mean, do we
I
see
mean,
do we see Ninja stop playing? Is this that what's gonna happen? I mean, he made his
I don't.
career.
I
He
don't
made his
think so. I don't.
career.
I don't think he's gonna. He's not gonna stop playing for the simple fact he's over on Apex right now. As soon as something new drops, season 8 drops on Fortnite,
Fortnite, yeah,
and
which
something
is in
big
about
comes out,
15 days or something like that. It's like
yeah.
in
So
50.
he's gonna be over on Apex. He's gonna burn the midnight oil with that because when you're somebody like Ninja, you don't have a regular job like us, Joe Smo. You
Oh
know
yeah.
what I'm
Oh no,
saying?
you have to stream
You,
every day.
you stream every day, so you're gonna make that money. You're gonna be able to sit there at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, and make you a do you a stream or something, and then for Apex, and then get right back to Fortnite.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, yeah.
because some people would say, who's gonna be watching Ninja at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning? Somebody's up. Believe me,
Yeah, yeah.
somebody's up to
No, I
watch this.
yeah, I
It's,
agree with you.
it's
There's
people
people up all the time. Gamers normally stay up late,
gamers talk
you know.
with Fortnite. Like I say, I see it slowing down, but once you put something big back in there, because if they start seeing they losing some numbers, they're gonna slap something big in that joint and start giving
Right.
away stuff, and they're gonna bring everybody right back.
The one thing I got to give up for Fortnite, and we've talked about this with our buddies online, is that Fortnite, I think, gives back to you more than any other game out there. You play Fortnite, you earn virtual money to buy things, and not only that, for $10 in the season pass, you get a lot of shit. Now I don't know exactly how Apex is going to work as far as their skins go. I mean, Mike, do you earn those by playing? Are they
I think you,
purchased?
I think you could It's pretty much Apex. From what I've played of it and looked into, they're pretty much like Fortnite as far as with the V Bucks and stuff like that. I think you could just uh, they got truckload of skins, different color skins and everything else from what I was seeing at the beginning. Um, they don't have. It's not where like in Fortnite you could be the vampire, whatever, whatever, and all that. But you can buy different looking skins and go from there, different colors, and uh, I mean they got a truckload.
Now, as far
Of
as different skins though, because with Apex, you only get to play with a certain limited amount of players, and they have certain skills, right? Like, so it's not like you're buying different characters. Are you buying skins for just those 8 limited characters?
For the 8 characters right now, yeah, you are. But
Um,
you're buying
so
skins, you're buying banners, you're buying different. You're probably getting different emojis, things of that nature in there. Um, what else did I see? I saw something else. I only played the game for a little while, so I'd
right.
have to go in and do more research on
As
it.
a gamer, I
So
think we owe it to gaming to give the game a chance, right? I know I bitched you out a lot
it,
for it.
you gotta give it a chance because you just jumped out the window on it.
Bro, I
I'm,
almost defriended you. I almost unfriended you
yeah,
because
I
you
mean,
downloaded it. I thought we
it,
made a deal, and then I saw you playing it, and I was like, the guy broke my heart.
hey man,
You didn't think you'd leave Fortnite like that. I thought
but
we were the
see,
bad boys for life,
it, it's
duos.
bad boys for life, bro. But you still gotta be able to go into a different town and try to take over that town too.
Yeah,
See, you need to be able to. See, you gotta go on in there. You gotta buckle down. Tell Fortnite you're only going over to the Motel 6 for a little while, and you'll be back in the morning.
right. You're right. You're right. I'm gonna give it a chance. I think we should play some tonight. Actually, when we get off, Mike, I think we should. I should give it a chance with you tonight. See how it goes.
Audience,
Eh,
y'all hear this, right?
I'll give it a
Y'all,
chance.
y'all hear this,
I'll give it
right?
a chance. I think it's because I'm drinking liquor right now that
I think so
I
too.
think that's why. Hey, Jr. wants to know he's watching. If you can call him, Mike, do you want to give out your Skype? I think they have to call in through your number and see if we can get a three-way with him. Let's get a three-way with the redhead. We got a black man, a redhead, and a white. The menage a trois of fucking podcasts right now.
All right.
I like how you have it written on your bud knocker sheet on your fucking 1950s notepad, bro.
Hey, what's the name of the show?
That's Old Man Gaming, bro. Old Man Gaming.
Old Man Gaming. Don't get it twisted now.
We need to start Twitter. We need to start Twitter for Old Man Gaming. We need to start at Old Man Gaming. I'm sure no one has it. No one has to have that. No, wait, we're gonna get that. Yeah, and don't be going to get that right now.
Don't be going to get that. If I see it out there, I'm coming after you.
Right?
I'm coming after you.
I'll get that after the show, actually. We need to get that and Instagram for Old Man Gaming.
Get that on there.
Yeah.
All right. If y'all want to call in, the call-in number is 404-890-5302.
All right.
404-890-5302.
Let me put it in the chat room here, Mike. Give it to me one more time. Give it to you one more time, Mike. 404.
One more time. 404-890-5302.
All right, then you guys can call in. We'll see if that'll work. It's now again, it's first show, first episode. All right, Mike. So we'll leave it at that. I think everyone needs to pretty much give Apex a try. I know I've been ragging on it since it came out, but I think that's just because I'm a little jealous that everybody has gotten a little boner for Apex Legends, and I feel like that you leave the good wife that's been cooking for you. She's been sleeping with you. She gives you booty on Friday nights, and then and you do that. It's just you cheat on her with Apex. I feel it's a little bit of a cheat, but I'm gonna get over it. So
Evan, you ain't saying the man trash because
Evan, you're trash. Evan 250250 says you're trash. Wow, dude. The listeners, the listeners are fans for their first podcast. I hope they're talking to you that's trash. I wonder who that's aimed towards. You think that's aimed towards me?
I think it. Evan, who is that? Who is that?
It's Evan 250250. Who's trash? Please tell me it's Mike, because if you've seen my gameplay, I am stellar compared to Mike. I am 4-0 against Mike. If you go look at my Fortnite stats, they beat all of Mike's. Now I will give Mike. He is promoted to general in Call of Duty. I have been demoted to, I think, Corporal Cook at this point. Look at this point. I've been demoted. So, all right, Mike, leave it at that. Next up on the list here. Is he calling in? Is he calling in right now?
Caller, give me 1 second. I'm gonna get you hooked up.
Let's see if we can get him in here. As you guys see on the lineup there, again, we're going to get our Twitter going, our Instagram going, and all that good stuff at Old Man Gaming. It's part of the SportsCast Entertainment group, so check us out. All of our links are at the bottom of the page there. Hit us up, follow us all, and all those there. Appreciate everyone watching tonight's stream. We'll probably have at least a podcast a week, at least once, since we're both got this now finally set up out of our houses. And as you guys see at the top, we'll have the video out on YouTube tomorrow. You guys can follow my YouTube page at Josh Pacheco. Just go there, and we'll have it up on iTunes too. I'll get Johnny Icebox set up on iTunes. Just search Sportscast there, guys, and you guys will find it there. So, are you able to get the caller in here, Mike? Is he in here?
Give me 1 second, caller.
All right.
Give me 1 second.
Well, I'm gonna go to the next thing we're talking about here, because you didn't play this game, so I'm gonna talk about it a little bit. Kingdom Hearts, guys, new game that just came out. Some people say, "Oh, it's a kids game. It's a kids game. It's a kids game." Yeah, it's a kids game, but you know what? It's pretty damn badass for a Disney game. I got to give it a lot of credit. It's a fun game to play. Very good graphics. And if you've got kids, or you just like that whole Disney and the Japanese animation, very good game for that. Very fun. In this game, you can go pretty much anywhere you want. It is kind of a button smasher game in the fact that you're doing constant button smashing for different attack moves and stuff like that. But really fun. I do recommend getting it if you're looking for a game that you want to play for a while and go on a bunch of missions. My wife, who's just walked in the room, plays it. She loves it. What would you rate it, honey, out of a 10? Kingdom Hearts, what are you going to give it?
Well, what has it been? 14 years since the last one?
Yeah, the last game I might play was Driver, I think, for the PlayStation. So.
No, I'm saying the last Kingdom Hearts game.
Yeah, so what are you going to give it? You it's a solid, like, 8 or 8.5?
Like a 9.
A 9? All right, you give it to 9.
Disney fan now,
Yeah, you're a huge Disney fan. So you're a Disney fan. Yeah.
We live there, so.
All right. Are you guys finishing up Titanic?
And it's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. It is. So, again, you guys, the numbers up on the chat there board. 404-890. 5302 is Mike gets the phones lined up and ready. Yeah, so it's a good game. You get to do a lot of different worlds. You get to go to any Disney character you can think of is in this game. My wife gave it a 9. I'm gonna give it a good solid 8.2. I do think it's lacking as far as the dialogue in the game is a little slow, as it probably is because it is kind of aimed towards kids. But the dialogue is pretty choppy. Doesn't flow too well. But Mike, I think that if you're looking for a game to go on a quest, go on an adventure, get locked into, if you're that kind of a game player, I think Kingdom Hearts is a good game. I didn't play the first two. I jumped right into this one. So far, it is enjoyable. Not too hard to get used to. So if you're looking for a good game to get into Kingdom Hearts, I do recommend it. I'll give it a solid 8.2 out of 10 just for the graphics alone. I'm going to dock it for its dialogue. So, Mikey, you get those phones set up over there?
I got the caller on the line, man.
Oh, you do? You got the caller on the line? Who we got?
Caller.
What up?
Caller. Caller.
Is he there still?
Caller.
I can't hear him. He's not on the stream. I can't hear him.
You can't hear him?
No, I can't hear him.
Hey, call.
I gotta hear him in the background.
I want you to call right back, caller. I want you to call right back.
It's only the technical difficulties of the first show. It's all right. It's all right, man. It happens. It happens. So, Evan, I want to know in the chat, dude. I want to know who's trash. I want to know who's trash. Evan, you need to speak up. You can't just come into the chat room, drop down to your trash, and then not say anything after, Mike. I think that's a complete pussy move right there. If you're gonna get into this podcast, we're gonna call you on shit. You're gonna call us out. We're gonna call them out. It's just what's gonna happen, Mikey.
It's gotta happen.
It's gotta happen, right?
See, because we got the caller back in here. Let me see.
Are you actually gonna get him in here?
Caller. Caller. Caller keeps hanging up. Come on, caller. We need you to do better than that.
It's that redneck phone. I think it's redneck.
Yeah, I think it is.
It's got that redneck connection going. So, all right, Mikey. Well, we want to get our next topic here is a game that you are looking forward to quite a bit here, and that is the game Anthem, or also known as Anthem Game. Mike, this is something you've been looking forward to.
Oh, I know I have, but hold on. Let me see if you can get the caller. Okay.
You know what? I'm going to give this caller one more chance. That's all I'm going to give him. There's a crack-ass phone.
Can you hear me?
Oh, there we go. I can hear you. I can finally hear him a little bit. Yeah, turn him up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, your phone, man. I don't know if it's your phone or mine. What's up, man?
What's up, man?
What's going on? Yeah, as you're over there talking shit in the chat room, calling me out my Madden and my Call of Duty skills.
Trash at Fortnite too. He ain't much better than anybody else in this party.
Oh, wow, dude. I don't know what's all the hate from everybody on this show with me because I have the stats to prove that. If you'd like to bring up our Fortnite stats, we can do that. Oh, my God.
Why, Josh, why you get so much hate, man?
I think it's because I look good and I play good.
You look better. How you tell them, Josh? I look better. I smell better. I live better.
I smell better, and I got a Big Johnson. And you throw all 5 of those together, and it's just a solid package. You know, how about you get a phone and stop talking through a Campbell's soup can?
Oh, you can't hear Josh?
We'll have to work out the phone, so we'll have to get that fixed
we'll
up.
Get that straightened
Yeah,
out.
we'll get that straightened out.
But hey, but I'm gonna ask you, how do you feel? Because you play Fortnite and you play Apex Legends. What are your thoughts on it, JR?
Yeah.
Well, about Fortnite and Apex, well, Apex is just a good game. Like I said, I think that it's get used to, but I think I want to enjoy it a little bit. I mean, after I get used to it, get the controls down, and maybe get a good squad going on it, really need some good communication on that game, on be able to work as a team to play, because you can die real quick in that game. Other than that, I think if Josh will give it a chance to start chance, he might like it.
Oh, damn, son. Yeah, well, I know. I do think I'm gonna give it a chance when we get off here. I, I'm.
Over. I mean, I wish they would do a little bit things more different. I mean, I understand where Josh is coming from. It gives you V-Bucks. They pretty much give you the game. Like, you get everything you want, like skins and stuff. But I just think, it's just the same stuff. Building and all, basically just surviving the whole time. I mean, it's fun and everything, but I like a little bit different stuff, Like, change it up a little bit more, do it more fun instead of doing the same thing every day, every week.
So you think it's repetitive?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just they should add a little bit more to it besides just doing the same thing every week and every season. I mean, I like how they change the map up a little bit, change everything up. I mean, it's cool and everything, but I think there's only so much you can play at Fortnite. I mean, it's just basically anytime you jump into it, it's the same thing over and over and over. Basically, if you look at it that way.
So you basically at the same point. What I'm saying is that it was a people gonna.
That's all I'm saying. I mean, there's only so much you can do with the same thing with the leaked out. I mean, if they would change it up, make it more better, and make it more like fast paced, more better than what it is. I mean, I think I'll quit out and keep playing it. But that's why if they would step the game up a little bit more, I mean, I think a lot more people will start coming back and play it so much. But like I said, I got so many other games I like to play, so I'm not gonna sit there and play one game 24/7 either.
I kind of feel like what JR is saying though about playing other games, because
Any game. I mean, I'll give it a shot.
Oh, okay.
But like I said, I'm not gonna sit there and play Fortnite 24/7 and think it's the world's greatest game and I'm the best player at it, but I'm not. So what if I can't build, Josh?
yeah.
I can't build much better than I can.
Yeah. Bring it, bitch. Bring it, you redheaded son of a bitch. That's what I'm saying. All right.
I mean, like I said, there's that Anthem Game. I think it's gonna be a good game, but like I said, it'll probably be good for the first month of playing it, and it might just go downhill too. Like I said, I can only play the game so much for so long, anyways, before I get kind of bored of it. Unless they keep making it more funner every time you play it. Fortnite, I've been playing it for the last 3 seasons, and it's basically all the same thing. That's why I'm kind of getting bored of it. To be honest with you, I mean, I wish they would change it up and make it a little bit better.
Yeah. Well, I get what you're saying. So we'll move on from that. But I appreciate the call, JR. We're gonna get our phone situation fixed out.
Hey.
So.
Well, JR, we appreciate your call.
First call, man. First call, old man gaming.
First call on the podcast.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm so glad that you got in and
took the time.
Express yourself.
Right? Exactly. So, all right, Mikey. But moving on here to the game that you guys see.
Well, Josh, he says he loves you.
Oh yeah, I love him too.
Everything works out in the end.
Yeah.
All right, brother.
All right, dog.
Continue to listen.
Mikey, as you see at the bottom there, Anthem, as we were talking about here, big game coming out here. I think it comes out on the 22nd. Now I've looked at this game a little bit. Looks pretty badass. I talked to my brother Daniel, who's huge in the game. He's actually getting his set up at his new house. His new stream will be out. He compared this game to Destiny in a way. Now you're really jacked for this game. Tell everybody why you're looking forward to Anthem here coming out.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I was big on Destiny for a while. For a while. Okay, let me stop lying. For a good long time, I was I was hooked on Destiny, and
Yeah.
I would have went on and got Destiny 2 and everything else, but I, I had to pull myself away from it. It wasn't that it was that good of a game. But I did really enjoy it though. I
Yeah.
really did, and I was like, okay, let's, I got into some other games and things of that nature, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna see, what else come up. I can't remember exactly what other games came out that.
So
Um,
is this worth the $60 that it's gonna cost? Is Anthem worth the buy here with so many games that are out now? Like Jr. just said, the gamers and we've seen this between us. You only have so much time to play, except if you're obviously a full-time streamer on Twitch. You've only got so much dedicated time, especially if you're a guy in a relationship or have kids or like us, married. You only have so much time to play. You can only dedicate so much time to just one game. Is this a game where I want to go spend my $60 and dedicate time to this? Is that one of these games coming out?
I believe it will be. I wish I had a chance to play the demo,
Yeah.
the beta. I'm sorry. See, cats don't know about that. You say demo, they like, what the hell? You have to say beta.
Yeah, you gotta say beta.
Demos were out when we were younger. You got to play the demo of the
Yep.
game and get your feedback. Now you get to play. You get to go in and play the beta rooms and stuff like that. So, uh, like I say, I wish I would have had the opportunity to play the beta on this, but I do believe from what I'm seeing on YouTube and what I'm seeing on, from the commercials and things of that nature, that this is pretty much gonna be a good game.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a pretty good game. I wouldn't mind spending the $60 on it.
I'm going to spend the $60 on it.
Yeah.
That's not even a question. And if I'm
Yeah.
going to spend it on that, I'm going to invest a little time into it because from what I'm seeing, it looks like you say, a destiny of all sorts, or a another version of Destiny, I should say.
Yeah, I agree. Another game coming out that people are gonna wonder, if it's worth buying because they've played it before, but it's now going to be remade and relaunched. Is the one we see at the bottom here, Resident Evil 2 here. Now
Ooh,
out. Now, Mike, this series is one of the best series I've ever played in a video
yeah,
game. Scared the living shit out of me
yeah.
when Resident Evil 1 came out and you play that by yourself. I don't care what you say. If you played that game by yourself back in the day at night, you were scared to play that fucking game.
Listen to me. I played Resident Evil the first time on the PS. Was it the PS? It had to be the PS1
Mm-hmm.
when I played it. And man, I'm sitting there like, what the heck
Yep.
is really going on? And I became a fan of the RE ever since then. When I first met that, I think, was it Resident Evil 2 that really just drew me all the way in? I think it was.
It was
And,
definitely one of them. I mean,
and at the,
yeah.
it Resident Evil is people really kind of take it for granted, but they don't understand how much of a great game that is.
It was so good. I mean, the whole entire series was unbelievable. I think it's one of the highest selling games ever, if I'm not mistaken.
We would have to go back and look at that just to see.
Yeah.
But I'm really believing that Resident Evil, the whole franchise, because like I say, the only Resident Evil game that I played that I did not like was which one was that?
See, I loved Code Veronica for the Dreamcast. That was a great. The graphics in that game were amazing for the time. that
I
game came
mean,
out. I mean,
'cause you have
Sega
to look.
Dreamcast failed off, but I bought that and I thought that system was great. I loved it.
See that'll have to be next week. Once we get everything, because like we say, ladies and gentlemen, this the first main voyage of the old man gaming
Oh yeah.
podcast. So we got a lot of hiccups and bloopers and everything else in it. So, but come next week we're gonna have this thing rolling like hotcakes.
Oh yeah, it's we
So
going. Yeah, and we can do them anytime we want, which is nice. You know, we feel
yeah,
like a game
that's
comes
awesome.
out, we can pop one out anytime we want. They'll be up on iTunes. We'll have it up on YouTube as well. Now, Mike, another couple topics I wanted to get into before we, we're gonna try and keep these things to an
Well,
hour, short and sweet, right,
yeah,
Mike? Get them to an hour,
yeah,
cover what we need to
yeah.
cover.
Starting out, and
Um,
we'll let
what
you
now?
finish.
You are huge, as we just talked to Jr. A huge sports fan. When it comes to video games. Now you play Madden. As we know, we've had a rival between us. Now JR, the caller, just called in as well. We all have our groups that we play with. We all have rivals. There's hockey, sports hockey. FIFA's huge around the world. You've got Madden. Back in the day, you had Tiger Woods. Now there's never been a true, I guess, baseball game. I guess the show for PlayStation, Mike, but I don't know if we can put that into the category because not everyone could play that unless you had that system.
Yeah, unless you got an Xbox. I mean, not an Xbox, but a PS.
Yeah.
PS.
So to
Because
you, yeah, go ahead.
the last show was on the last time Xbox made a baseball games had to be about almost 5 years ago. Now,
Yeah.
I think.
So what in your opinion? What would you say is the fun? Now you got basketball. Now you're a big basketball guy as well. You play NBA 2K, I believe, right, Mike?
Mhm.
What would you say is the funnest sports game for you to play and why? What is your favorite game?
Still, probably right now, it's always going to be football because that's just it goes all the way back to Nintendo with the Techno Bowl, Joe Montana, football, uh, on up as everything kept progressing because Joe Montana was on the Sega.
Yeah,
That was on the Sega Genesis, and on as everything progressed, all up. I even give uh, when 2K did their thing back when they first started out, and they
yeah,
had their rights to football, and they made their football game. Now, for me, it was all right. Some people swore to it that it beat Madden out and everything else. I didn't really. That wasn't really my cup of tea right there. But it was still a good game. But see, for me, like I say, EA is still winning with
See that?
Madden.
Yeah, well, EA wins in the sports category altogether. There is no other video game company out there that has the success of what EA's done with their video games, from FIFA to hockey to Madden to Tiger Woods golf. They've just been amazing. I
Oh,
think the one that they flopped on is
don't you
what basketball, right? I mean,
don't you miss a good golf game? Don't you miss
oh,
it?
oh. I mean, even I
Don't
had
you
I
miss it?
have I had Rory McIlroy's golf. It's really good. Yeah, but a good golf game is really fun. I think for me the funnest game for me to play is FIFA. I think FIFA is absolutely
FIFA.
amazing to play. It's a fun game. You're constantly moving. I think Madden for me just wears on me. Not only that I suck at it, but also that it wears on me a little bit. I think maybe just because it's not as fast as paced as I need it to be. But
Well, well, let me ask you: was it the grind of the Ultimate Team that got to you,
yeah, I
or
think it
was
was
it
the
just
grind. It was the
playing the
repetitive.
game?
I like playing the game. Like I know I used to only stick to playing, Madden Ultimate Team, but the grind of doing those things every day to me gets me. I think, I guess it gets me in every game. I mean, Fortnite even gets you grinding that game out sometime. You know what I mean? Like there's games where you gotta grind it and it gets you. And I think it's like again back to Caller Jr. It's good to have, I think, in a rotation. Now, Mike, what would you say? My rotation is about 4 to 5 games. I think I can't go any more of
Let
a
me see.
rotation of games
What are
with
yours is Fortnite,
Red Dead, Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. What's your last
I
one?
Kingdom Hearts is in there now for me, and then I like Battlefield. Battlefield's in my rotation as well. I'd say those are my 5 rotational games right now, and I don't think I can give any time to anything else.
Well, what you gonna try Anthem out when it come out?
You know me. I'll buy the game, I'll try it, and if I don't like it, I'll fucking eat the money. You know
be
me.
mad about it.
You
Yeah.
know?
But see, to me, it's like for me, my games is Madden, Call of Duty, Fortnite. Even though I haven't played it
NBA.
in a while, yeah, NBA 2K.
Yeah.
Even though Rainbow Six is still one of my top. Now, going back to the question, I have to leap back because we kind of like we already said we were going to be all over the place tonight,
Yeah.
and I had to go back to one of the games you asked me that I really did love, and now that I sit there and think about that, the hours I put on Rainbow Six Vegas and then Rainbow Six Siege
Mm-hmm.
was ridiculous.
Right? So many hours into that. Now, are you looking for it because is the Division's part of that series? Is it not?
As far as being Tom Classic,
Yeah, because the new one's coming out for that,
I
right?
got a Division too, and with the Division, I played that, but it was like after a moment, it got to the point you go. Anybody that's played the Division kind of know. After a certain amount of time you put into it, you get your weapons up, you get your levels up,
Yeah.
and you go through the city, and then it's pretty much like, which I I can't lie, I did not play all the updates. After I will get back probably next week and tell everybody what it was, but
Yeah.
after a certain level, after certain updates, I just stopped
Yeah.
because it became that it's the repetitive
Mm-hmm.
over and over and over. And that's how Destiny was too. To get the best weapon out of there, you had to go do the same dungeon over and over and over because if you go, you got a 4-man cell, and once you do it, I mean the odds are you're 1 in 3. You know,
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
getting the weapon that you want, and
Yeah.
sometimes just you can. I've been in dungeons where everybody will get the weapon, that you wanted, and it wouldn't happen for you probably until it was almost time for another update for a better weapon that was coming
Right.
out.
But
And you
updates have changed video. It's so nice to be able to get an update through the internet now instead of just you buy the game and that's it. That's the only thing the game was. You know what I'm saying? It's unlimited now. You're getting much more for your money now because they update these things.
look for what it is. For what it is, really, when you look at it, that you can buy your games digitally. I mean, just to have the option
Why
to,
wouldn't you at this point?
yeah, why wouldn't you?
Because everything's saved to your account. It's like almost having a cloud of video games.
I mean, you basically do. Anything happens to your Xbox, your
It don't
PS4,
matter.
it doesn't matter
Mm-mm.
because as soon as you put your information in
Yep.
and everything, it comes right back.
That's why I think it's better than buying a disc at this point. That's why I'm surprised. Like I even went over to a GameStop today. I can't believe that there's even gaming places in business now that people actually go in and buy a hard copy of a game.
Well, you're gonna always have people who want the hard copy. It's people, dude. It's people out here in the world who don't trust the cloud, anything like that. They
Yeah.
want their hard copy. They want to be able to get up, just like when they were kids, install, take it, let it slide into the system, and hear that game come on.
Yeah.
Now, I'm either or. If somebody come give me a hard copy of a game, if Anthem come out right now and somebody says here, throws me a new copy of Anthem, you think I'm gonna say, oh no, I don't
Oh
do
fuck
this?
no. No, I'm taking that shit. I'm going home. I'm playing it.
Yes, and then when it comes later, if I want to go ahead and spend the money just to have it digitally on in the cloud on the box,
Yeah.
I'll do. You know,
There's just no more waiting though for there's remember the days of waiting outside of a game store for a game to drop at midnight on a Tuesday. There's just no more of that. It's just you staying up at home on a couple Red Bulls and waiting for that download to kick in.
bro. I remember I did it twice.
What were the two games you
So,
stood out there for?
no,
Do you
it was
remember?
for Madden. It was for
Oh, for
Madden.
Madden?
It was for Madden.
Yeah.
I stood out there twice for Madden,
That's
and
crazy.
I said, okay, um, I'm not gonna do it because I never got to the point where I was one of those guys who stayed up or took off work the next day because
Yeah.
man
You
I
played all
couldn't do
day
that.
and you
I couldn't
gamed
do
it.
that.
Well, because you
We
fucking
know
had a woman.
hey, hey, we know somebody who is like that, but we ain't gonna say no
We ain't
names.
gonna go there. We ain't gonna go
We ain't
there.
gonna we
We
ain't
ain't
gonna put them
gonna
out
go
till
there.
we get
So
them in here to watch the show.
now, Mike, before we get to our last topic here, I want to bring into a thing here that I think a lot of people might have an argument with, might have certain feelings towards, is PC versus console players. Now, as I like to call them,
Boy,
mouse
you sure you wanna
clickers.
stuck? You sure you wanna stuck on that
Do
that landmine?
do you want to hit that next week? Because that's a big topic.
That's a big topic,
That's
man.
something. Okay, we'll tease that for next week because I really want to get into PC players
Yeah.
versus console players. Who's better? Should they be playing against each other? Should they be rated as the same playing against each other? So we'll hit that all next week. Let's get the last one here, Mike. Are free games the future of gaming? Now we've seen the big games as Fortnite's come out, as Apex has come out here. Are free games going to be the way of the future here? Because they make all their money with in-game purchases, Mike. As you know, I mean, Fortnite has made just billions of dollars from buying skins and emotes. Is this the wave of the future, and are we going to see this continue with game makers giving out free games to draw the gamer in and then squeeze them
Yeah
and then
and no.
squeeze the gamer for all the money they can and their mama's credit card to pick different skins and emotes.
I'm gonna say yes and no on this, and I'm gonna say that because, like you said, with Fortnite, they have made a killing, and I mean
I
killing.
mean, Mike, my account's probably got at least $500 in skins and emotes. I counted how many skins I had the other day. I have 53 skins.
Oh my
I
god!
can't even count the emotes that I have. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, yeah, some of
Um,
them are obvious. A lot of, 30-40% of them are from the season pass of buying that. But I mean, I've dumped some money into that, and I don't
yes,
see it
yes, you have.
stopping. I don't see it
Yes, you have.
stopping though, and I think this is the wave here, dude. Instead of going to buy a $60 game, you give it to you for free, and a game as good as Apex or Fortnite. What's to stop it?
It is going in a way when you really look at it. The developer is taking a chance. He's gambling with his game when they do that
Mm-hmm.
because it's to a point of okay, I'm gonna give you this for free, you know, because look how many free games have become like Fortnite. It's not that many.
I mean,
It's
you
not that
got
many
Battle
that can do
Clash, you
that.
got Clash Royale, you've got those phone games that are big right now, Mike. I mean, there's a lot of free game. I mean, what Angry Birds was huge, was a free game.
Well,
You've got a
like,
lot. I mean, there's
but
a
see,
lot of free games. Candy Crush, one of the biggest games ever
best
out there on
freaking
the
game
phone.
ever.
For
But you
free,
had to,
for free,
but
Mike.
you had to buy into it.
Clash of
And but yet,
Clans. You didn't have to buy
but
into
yet
it. If you didn't have to. You didn't have to, but they
you
almost
didn't have
forced
to.
you because you couldn't
But
compete with everybody unless you
you
bought
couldn't
into the
compete.
game.
That's the whole thing. You couldn't. Okay. Prime example, like you said, Clash of Clans.
Yeah.
You couldn't compete with the other people who have put in $20 to $30 and bought all kind of wood, all kind of upgrades to keep pumping out warriors to, uh, you know, take over your city. I played Clash of Clans
So did I.
on
So did I.
Xbox
Yeah.
for a while. and I refuse
I refuse
at
to
one
buy.
time.
Never bought into
I,
that game. Never bought. I
yeah,
never spent money on that game.
except for one time. Okay, let me stop lying. Probably twice, but I didn't go like other people did. You spend
Well,
40,
yeah, you
50,
buy
60 bucks.
rubies and gems or whatever you bought on that
Yeah,
game, and you spend
and see,
$100. You know, I
that's what
it's not
and
that.
that's what I'm saying. And because then you get the build up so much that then you get to get the other, heavier warriors where if you go invade somebody's town, you ripping them a new one.
Yeah,
But the way it ended up coming down for me is that it didn't work out that way, and I ended up being the cat that got raided, and I was like, bought this game.
yeah.
I was salty.
I w- the salty
I was I was a little salty
sprinkle,
after that.
sprinkle
but
the
in the but
salt.
in the end result, I still come down to the point of saying that the free games, I say yes and
Is it the
no.
future?
I, well, if we're gonna go absolutely and say, is it the future? I'm I'm kind of torn on that because like I say, uh, with most of these developers, they're gonna have to have big time backing
Yes.
to go and just put their junk out there
For
free.
free, right? That you're going into that hoping that you get
That's
those
your
skin
game.
purchases, that you get that
Yeah.
virtual money comes in. Hence, I mean, and that's I think what bringing a game that was able to do it both ways is a game me and you grinded on for almost a good year is GTA. Not only did I have to buy that
Ooh.
game, but you'd buy into that game as well, Mike. If you wanted to compete
If
and get the
you,
new vehicle,
yeah,
get the new Avenger that came out, and you need a couple million, you go in, you go buy a shark card, and you wouldn't even think twice about it. You buy into it before you know. Not only did you spend $60 on the game, but you probably spent $100 on a shark card,
hmm
and it's
yeah.
just
See, because well, see, like
and
okay,
they're still viable. What 8 years later?
and they're still not going anywhere because
No,
what they and we'll probably have to say that for either next week or the week after next, or, in the near future,
yeah,
because I don't have Red Dead Redemption 2,
right.
but that is a conversation I want to get into. Even though it was one of the biggest selling games, uh, the first, within the first week, doing over what 780,
Oh, an insane number, just an insane number. It's
you
the
know,
highest grossing game ever.
and but now after a couple of weeks after a
It's
month,
it's
it's like
calmed
it's done it's calmed down so
a
much
lot, a lot,
because
Mike. Yep.
they figured that I could have I already said it beforehand before the game come out. We all had our conversations that online was not going to be anything close to what GTA Online is. Nowhere close.
And it's not. I've had the game since it came out, Mike. I'm almost done with the story itself, but I just don't see myself jumping into that online and being gung ho like I was with GTA, and I don't know why. And it's
Uh,
really confusing me because it's. I love GTA. You know that me and you. I mean, the group that we have in our Xbox group, we grinded the fuck out of that game. We had a buddy down with Cygnus who was up to 300 million and had everything you could
yep.
have in the game, and it was still fun. It was still fun. We played it and it was still fun. Now it's died off since other games have come out. Mike, they come out with the club scene, and it kind of just it really hit a different spot with all of us. But
That should
I
never
don't
have
see
happened.
Red Dead becoming that big online. I just don't see it
It's not.
happening.
It's not gonna happen. It's. I
And what
just
is
don't
it? Do
see.
you know
It's.
what it is? Can you pinpoint
Well, see,
something?
I
Is it
don't.
just
Well,
because the
see, I
style
haven't.
is different?
Like I said, I haven't played it. So, but from what I've heard from other people, and you still get to, go on there. You can fight each other. I guess they haven't got to the point where they're putting missions in for groups to go and do and things of that nature. And if you don't do that, you're not gonna. How are you gonna hold people's attention?
Yeah.
I can run around in the regular game if I want to run around and look for and hunt cougars and deers and things of that
Yeah.
nature. I
Yeah,
don't need in a group of people and go do that.
Yeah, it's the graphics are amazing. I'll get the cinematography the story's good. I just don't think it's going to be nearly the success online that GTA was. But last Mike, again with the free games here, I think they are somewhat the wave of the future. But like you said, there's going to be a lot that fail, and they'll be the ones that hit like Fortnite, like Apex. They'll be the ones that hit. But I think that free games are going to be a bigger part of the future because they have now seen they have the table laid out with Fortnite, with these other games that people are buying into, that we can give it out for free, and there is a real possibility that we can make a lot of money by doing that.
Well, let me ask you, when you look at it, think about, okay, we said Fortnite was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Apex is that because of the promotion that it's getting.
Right.
Okay, so we go through and we don't know all that, but just think about how many games are put out for free, and up to this point, only what you got
a handful are successful.
I wouldn't even say a handful. I wouldn't even say a handful
because we're really not giving its due diligence to the fact that so many games have failed that have been free.
Yeah, you look at all the games, because whether people realize it or not, it's a lot of developing companies out there developing games.
Yeah,
and you think about all the ones that we don't even hear about.
Exactly. Yeah, that's my point. Yeah,
they don't even make it to. They can't even make it to the light of day. And so when we go to the point of talking about what games will free games the way of the future, like I said, I agree with you that they are, but I don't think that $60. And we keep saying $60. I think that's going to go up in the next year or two too.
Well, because it's not only just $60 for the game anymore. It's $60 for the game plus all the free upload, the shit that they're going to give you and updates they're going to give you with it. So I think you're right. I think that the game could go up to a $70 price point here, because of all the extra content that they do give you. I mean, we've already seen the big bundle packages up to $100-$120 here for some games.
I think it's going to go up more than that in a minute, because the way the games are being made and the time that is being put in it, and like we say, especially with everything going to the route of VR and things of that nature, it's going to go up at least. I can see it sitting right at 100, and then you get your bundle packs.
Yeah.
After that,
I agree. Well, Mike. Yeah, I agree. No, I agree with you on that. So, I got the outro music going. We're pushing over an hour now, so I think we should probably wrap it up here.
Did we go over an hour?
Yeah, we did a little bit. Right at about 105.
We kept the people though. We kept the people.
All right.
Appreciate y'all.
That was good, Mike. I had fun, man. First good show. I had a good time. Old Man Gaming. We'll fix the phones up. We'll get it still locked in. First show though. I gotta say I had a good time. I can't wait to do the next one. So, right at Old Man Gaming, we'll get the Twitter up. We'll get the Instagram. Follow Mike himself at Blackout Falcon. Right?
Hold on.
What's up?
Let me start one thing.
Okay.
If we get on here and we see some other mother with that name,
right?
We coming after you.
We're coming after you.
We're coming after you because you got it here first.
Right.
Understand us.
Yep.
You got it here. We had it here first. You see the names in there.
Exactly.
Josh and Mike.
Old Man Gaming, baby. We'll be back next. We'll be back in the next week. We'll hit you guys up. Follow us on Instagram, SportsCast Squad. All of our information to the bottom. We'll have the video up on YouTube. Mike, it's been good, brother. Let's get on some Apex, huh? Let's get on some Apex.
Let's do it.
All right.
Why not?
All right. Why not?
We gonna go over there and give out Apex bucks.
All right. We out. Laters.
We out of here.
Laters.
Peace, people.